So, Leo, imagine you're at a playground. You see your neighbor. You haven't seen her in months. She has a little girl, maybe 7 or 8 years old. You want to make conversation? What do you say?
I would say, how old is your daughter? Is she 8 years?
That is exactly the mistake most learners make. And I love that you said that because it sounds so natural in your head, right?
Wait, is that wrong? I thought I had it. She is 8 years. That sounds complete to me.
I know, I know. And this is the thing. In many languages, you just say the number and then the word for years, and you're done. In Spanish, you'd say ella tiene ocho años. In Chinese, you'd say tabasue. In Arabic, indaha taman sanawa. No extra word needed.
Right. In all of those, you just say she 8 years, basically.
Exactly. But in English, you cannot say she is 8 years. You have to say she is 8 years old.
Oh, so I need the word old every time?
Every single time. She is 8 years old. He is 5 years old. My daughter is 3 years old. The word old is not optional. It is a required part of the phrase.
So what I said is she 8 years? That sounds like what exactly?
It sounds incomplete, like a robot, like you stopped mid-sentence. A native speaker would understand what you mean, but it would feel strange. Like, imagine someone asking you, "How tall is your son?" And you say, "He is 5 feet." That's also missing something.
He is 5 feet tall. Okay, I see the pattern now.
Exactly. Now, there's a second way to talk about a child's age that is even more common in everyday conversation.
There is?
Yes, and this is the one you will hear 90% of the time in real life. Instead of saying, "She is 8 years old," we say, "She's in third grade."
Okay, so you skip the number and use the grade level instead.
Exactly. And this is huge because when native speakers talk about children, we often don't say the age at all. We say the grade. She's in third grade. He's in kindergarten. My son is in high school. He's a sophomore.
So if I'm talking to a parent, I should ask, what grade is your daughter in? Instead of how old is she?
Yes, that is the more natural question. And here's why. In American culture, children are divided by grade, not by age. When you say she's in third grade, it immediately tells me not just her age, but also what she's studying, what her daily life looks like, what kind of challenges she might be facing. It's a much richer piece of information.
Huh, I never thought of it that way.
Let me give you an example from a real conversation. Imagine you meet a mom at a coffee shop. Her daughter is playing nearby. You say,
Let me try. She's adorable. What grade is she in?
"Perfect." And she says, "Oh, thank you. She's in third grade."
See, that sounds so natural. And then I can say something like, that's a fun age. My niece is in third grade too.
Beautiful. Now you're having a real conversation, not a textbook conversation. And this leads us to our second key phrase for today. When you talk about children, what they like to do, what they're interested in, there is one phrase that native speakers use all the time.
I think I know this one.
Okay, go ahead.
He's into something?
Yes, 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 yes. He's into video games. She's into gymnastics. My son is into dinosaurs right now.
Right. I love this phrase because it's so short and easy. But is it always for children? Can I use it for adults too?
You can absolutely use it for adults, but it is especially common when talking about kids and teenagers. The reason is that children's interests change so fast. Last month, your son was into trains. This month, he's into spaceships. Next month, who knows?
That is so true. My friend's son changes interests every 2 weeks.
Exactly, and that's why we use into. It sounds temporary, like a phase. If I say my son loves soccer, that sounds like a permanent, deep passion. But if I say my son is into soccer, it sounds like a current interest that might change.
So into is less serious than love or really enjoy.
That is a perfect way to put it. Less serious, more casual, more like this is what he's interested in right now. Now, let me tell you a common mistake with this phrase.
Oh no, I feel like I'm about to get caught.
Maybe. Some learners say he is interesting in video games. That is a very common error.
Why is that wrong?
Because interested is a feeling. I am interested in something means I feel curiosity about it. But interesting describes a thing. Video games are interesting, so if you say he is interesting in video games, you're saying that he himself is interesting while he is inside the video games. That doesn't make sense.
Oh my God, I have definitely said that before.
Many learners do, especially Spanish speakers, because in Spanish, interesado and interesante are very similar, and Chinese speakers sometimes say he very into without the is.
So it's always he is into with the verb to be.
Correct. He is into, she is into, they are into. Never just he into or she into.
Got it. So let me try a full sentence. My daughter is into painting. She's really good at it.
That is perfect. And now can you give me another example? Maybe about a baby or a toddler?
My baby is into chewing on everything. She's teething.
That is so accurate and such a natural sentence. Native speakers would say exactly that.
Okay, so we have she's in third grade and he's into dinosaurs. What's the third phrase for today?
The third phrase is the one that every single parent in the world says at some point. And it's especially useful if you're talking to grandparents or older family members.
I'm guessing it's about how fast kids grow.
You guessed it. They grow up so fast.
Simple, classic. I've heard this in movies so many times.
And it's so culturally important. In English-speaking countries, when someone says they grow up so fast, it's not just a statement about height, it's an emotional expression. It means time is passing too quickly or I miss when they were smaller.
So it's sentimental.
Very sentimental. And here's the thing, you can say this about any child, not just your own. You can say it about your nephew, your neighbor's daughter, even a child in a movie.
So if I'm talking to my friend who has a 5-year-old, I could say, wow, she's already 5, they grow up so fast.
Exactly, and your friend will feel understood. Because that's exactly what she's thinking too.
Now I want to make sure I say the whole thing correctly. Is it always they grow up so fast, or can I change the subject?
Good question. You can also say she grows up so fast or he's growing up so fast. But they grow up so fast is the most common because it's a general truth. It's about all children, not just one.
So if I'm talking about my own child, I might say, my son is growing up so fast, it makes me a little sad.
That is beautiful and completely natural. Now let me give you the common error with this phrase. Some learners say they grow up so quickly, and that's not wrong, but it sounds less emotional.
So fast is more emotional than quickly?
Yes. Fast sounds more personal, more like a feeling. Quickly sounds more like a measurement of time. So when a parent says they grow up so fast, you can hear the emotion in their voice. When they say they grow up so quickly, it sounds more neutral.
That's a subtle difference, but I think I understand. Use fast for emotion.
Perfect. Now let's take a moment. I'm going to set up a real scene, and I want you to respond using the 3 phrases we've learned.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're at a family dinner. Your cousin Maria is there with her daughter Sophia. You haven't seen them in a year. Sophia is standing next to her mom, and she looks much taller than you remember. Maria looks at you and smiles. What do you say?
I would say, Sophia, you're so tall now. What grade are you in?
Excellent start. And Maria says she's in 3rd grade now. Can you believe it?
And I say, wow, they grow up so fast. And Sophia, what are you into these days?
Perfect. That's 3 phrases in one short conversation. What grade are you in? They grow up so fast. What are you into?
It feels so natural. I can actually imagine this happening.
Now, let's talk about a few more details, because when you use these phrases, there are some little pronunciation points that can make you sound even more natural.
I love pronunciation tips. Hit me.
Okay, first, she's in 3rd grade. Notice how in and third connect. She's in 3rd grade. Not she is in 3rd grade, that's too separated. Native speakers blend she's and in together.
So she's in sounds like she sin.
Yes. Now try the full phrase.
She sin 3rd grade.
Good. Now second, he's into. This is another one that blends. He sin to. Not he is into, that's too slow. He's into.
He's into video games.
Exactly. And third, they grow up so fast. The word up is very quick here. Not they grow up so fast. Just they grow up so fast, all connected.
So the up is almost swallowed.
Yes, very light. Let me give you one more piece of cultural context that I think will help you.
Please.
In American English, when we talk about children, we often use the phrase so a lot. They grow up so fast, she's so tall, he's so into sports. Using so instead of very makes the sentence feel more natural and emotional.
So very sounds more formal.
Correct. She's very tall sounds like a fact. She's so tall sounds like you feel impressed. And when you're talking about children, especially with other parents, you want to sound warm, not clinical.
That makes so much sense.
Now, let's do a practice round. I'm going to describe a scenario and you say the right sentence.
Let's go.
Your friend's son loves building with Legos. He spends hours on it. What do you say?
He's really into Legos.
Perfect. Next, your cousin's daughter just started first grade. You're talking to your cousin at a picnic.
She's in first grade now. They grow up so fast.
Beautiful. Last one. Someone asks you about your niece's age. She just turned 9.
She's 9 years old.
Did you mean to say 9 years old?
I did. Not 9 years. 9 years old. I remembered.
Ha ha ha. Excellent. You caught yourself. That's progress. Now, let me tell you why these 3 phrases together are so powerful.
I'm listening.
If you learn only these 3 phrases for talking about children, you can handle almost any conversation at a school event, a family gathering, a playground, or even just a casual chat with a coworker who has kids, because every conversation about children eventually goes to age, interests, and how fast time is passing.
Those are like the 3 pillars of parent talk.
Exactly. And now, I want to give you one more phrase that I think is really useful. It's a question you can ask anytime you see a child doing something cute or interesting.
Okay, what is it?
What's he into these days?
Oh, I like that. What's he into these days?
Yes, these days means currently, right now. It sounds very natural. If a friend posts a picture of his son playing with a toy, you can comment, "So cute. What's he into these days?"
And that would be a normal thing to say on social media or in person.
Very normal, very common, and it shows that you care about the child and you're interested in their life.
I'm going to start using that. What about babies? What do you say about babies who are too young to have real hobbies?
Good question. For babies, we say, he's into plus whatever they're doing right now. He's into eating his hands. She's into staring at the ceiling fan. He's into throwing food on the floor.
Those are all real baby activities.
Very real. And this is where I want to remind you of a common mistake made by Chinese speakers. In Chinese, you might say 他很喜欢, which means he very likes. But in English, you cannot say he very likes. You have to say he really likes or he's really into.
Right. Very cannot go directly before a verb.
Exactly. He is very into Legos is actually okay because into here is like a preposition, but he very likes Legos is incorrect.
That's an important distinction.
And for Spanish speakers, a common mistake is to say he has 8 years instead of he is 8 years old, because in Spanish you use the verb tener, which means to have. Él tenía 8 años.
He has 8 years. That would sound very strange in English.
It would. And the good news is, once you know this, it's easy to fix. Just replace have with be. He is 8 years. LD.
So the magic formula is be age old.
Perfect summary. Now, let's do one more thing before we finish. I want to give you a challenge.
I love challenges.
Today, I want you to look at a photo of a child, maybe your own child, your niece or nephew, or even a friend's child, and I want you to say 3 sentences about them using the phrases we learned today.
Okay, let me do it right now. I'm looking at a photo of my cousin's son. He's about 4 years old. He's holding a toy truck.
Perfect. Talk about him.
Jacob is 4 years old. He's really into trucks. They grow up so fast, I still remember when he was a baby.
That is perfect. Every single sentence was correct, and you sounded like a native speaker.
Really? That feels so good.
You should feel good because you just used 3 of the most important phrases for talking about children in English, and you use them naturally.
So let me recap. He's in third grade for age, he's into something for interest, and they grow up so fast for that emotional parent moment.
Perfect recap. And remember, when you're not sure what to say about a child, just ask, "What grade is she in?" or "What's he into these days?" Those questions will make you sound warm, interested, and natural.
And if I accidentally say, she is 8 years without the old,
Haha, then I will know you didn't listen to this episode carefully enough. But seriously, it's an easy fix. Just add old. She's 8 years old.
she's 8 years old. Got it.
Today's rule: when you talk about a child, say the grade first, the interest second, and the growing up fast feeling third. That is a conversation starter that never fails.
Thank you, Maya. This was so helpful.
You're welcome, Leo. And to all our listeners, we want to hear from you. In the comments, tell us about a child you know. Use one of our phrases: "My niece is into painting. My son is in kindergarten. They grow up so fast." We'll read your sentences and give you feedback.
Yes, please write in the comments. We love reading your practice sentences.
That's it for today's episode of Speak Like a Native. If this helped you, hit that subscribe button and share with a friend who is learning English. We have a new episode every day.
See you next time. Keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.